Alright, so today we're installing cab lights on 2016. Just finished putting some on this 2006 over here. As you can see, I already got it all measured out. We'll go over that in a little bit. Alright, so this is the kit we'll be installing today. It's a recon kit, smoked with amber. And then the wiring harness here. Here's the hardware for it. Nice thing about these ones, there's only 4 holes that got to be drilled. The wires come through the holes, same for the mounting. So basically what you do is drill your hole, square it out, you put this tab on there, that expands and clamps it down onto the sheet metal. It just screws on with these 10mm screws here. And I did some testing earlier on a piece of scrap sheet metal that I had. And it looks like a 3/4 inch hole. It's going to be about perfect to come in and then file it. Alright, I'm in the cab, getting ready to drop the headliner down. To do that, you got to take this off, this off, this off, drop this down. There's a couple screws up there. And I think I'm going to have to pull these off, not 100% sure. We'll see when I get that far. Anyway, starting over here, get this off. You just put this, just take a small screwdriver, put it in there, pop that loose. And there's 2 T15s. Well, there might be there. 3 T15 screws. Can't really see. There's a 3rd one on this side here. On this side, it's just got a little door. Again, put the screwdriver in there, pop it open. Another T15 there. For the overhead console, I just popped this open and you can get your fingers up there, pop this down, and there's 2 screws, and you can pop this down. And then, let's get this out of the way here. On this, it's just pop these loose. And there's 2, I think they're 10mm bolts in there. Okay, when you get the visor pulled down, there's going to be an electrical plug here. You just take a little screwdriver, pop this tab, and you can just slide it right out. I pulled the screw out of this one. It's still attached to the headliner, but it looks like it's going to allow the headliner to drop, so I'm not going to bother with trying to get this pulled out any farther. The 2 screws pulled out here, they go, you can see where the green marks are on each side here, where the screws were. There's just 2 more clips, one like that on each side here that are holding it up. So you should be able to just grab it towards the front here and just pull it down. Feels like your brake shit, but comes loose. And then we got 2 more connectors on this. That one just comes out. This connector, can't really do it without holding the camera, but you just take and squeeze these together, then you can flip this lock back and it'll release it. Okay, so on this one, I just took a right angle pick, put it in up here, pop the door open. That looks like a 7 or 8mm. And then that should just drop the handle down. That should give us enough slack for the headliner to drop down to work on the wiring harness part of it. Alright, so I came in and I got all these measurements off of my dad's L5P. It came with factory clearance lights on it. So just went and got the measurements off of that. So the outer lights, 4.5 inches from this, the metal right here. The inner ones are 5.5 on the outside corners. And then from the outside, so from like here to this corner. So from corner to corner is 11.5 inches. So the only real measuring you have to do from scratch is finding the center here. And to do that, it's 26 7/8 right to the middle here. And that's with the edge of the tape measure in line with the corner of the glass, the edge of the glass here on each side. That's how I measured that to get this measurement. And then I went up 11 inches from here, because I had to get up above the XM antenna to get this measurement. Put a mark on each side here. Measured across that to get this measurement here, which is 24.5. And then you just take a straight edge from that mark to that mark, draw your line, and you have your center line. And then for the lights here, I just made these templates. Just cut the hole out a little bit bigger, and then put tape on the back side to make sure I got it tight and square. Just do a center punch there, drill it out. Then we gotta come in and square it off out to this. Got all 4 holes cut in the roof. Put some touch-up paint on, just waiting for that to dry. And blow all the metal shavings off of here, install the cab lights. Right, so the paint's dry, blew all this off. Just gonna take and put some silicone in right here. Don't think it's necessary, but just to be on the safe side. I don't want it to drop the headliner again to redo all this later, so. Everything's plugged in, got it working. Zip tied the harness up. Still got to do this side of the harness. But I grounded it on, this might be hard to get in here. Alright, you can kind of see right there. This bolt here is what I grounded to for the curtain airbag. And then the power wire runs down the dash there. Here's the power wire coming down off of the pillar. Then I plugged it into this connector here. Depending on your options, you might not have this connector. And I left this long, so I'm gonna add I'm gonna put a different pin on this because this isn't the right size wire on it, so I had to cut a bunch of insulation away from it. But anyways, to get into this, you just pop tab off on each side and pull this piece out. Then you can take like a pick or something and pull the locking tab, push the locking tab over to the side and pull pins out, but you don't have to do that. You can just slide a pin in. It goes in the third wire from the right is where the pin slides in, and it'll connect on this pin right here, this little one. And if you don't have this connector in here, if you buy like a speaker wire terminal kit, you can use the small terminal out of that, female terminal end, and it'll pin right onto that. Alright everybody, so as you can see I got them installed. Quick walk around, showing them working. The connector for the power wire under here is actually a Metro Pack Series 150. Yeah, thanks for watching.